Hello again. The transfer window has closed and Manchester United decided to bring another player on loan. Even though technically Sofyan Amrabat is also a loan deal, I will not consider him as a loan for the purposes of this video because there is the option to buy him at the end of the season, and I do think that that is Manchester United's plan anyway. So I am talking about Sergio Reguilón. Personally, I am not a big fan of taking players on loan. You very rarely see any big clubs do it. Loans are the epitome of short-term fixing, and top clubs do not function in that way. But I do understand why Manchester United have to do them with FFP and the mess we are in because of years of mismanagement. Plus, it is probably a side effect of being a club about to change ownership. My main objection with bringing players on loan is that even though they might be good players that provide the temporarily required squad depth, in most cases a club like United should already have a young player who is capable and ready to provide that needed depth and cover. For example, which is now helped by hindsight. Couldn't Hannibal get the game time that was given to Sabitzer last season? Was the difference in those two players so big that giving a chance to the player who is yours and can be yours for many years has more value than giving it to a player who does not belong to you? And the same reservation applies now to the case of Álvaro Fernandez and Sergio Reguilón. Not every player who gets promoted and makes it into our first team has to become a world-class superstar. Not every academy player has to become the next David Beckham, the next Paul Scholes, the next Marcus Rashford. An academy is still successful when it provides players good enough only for squad depth. And then that means that you do not need short-term fixes by bringing in players on loan. After we heard about Luke Shaw being injured, I was hoping that the reason Erik ten Hag played Diogo Dalot at left back instead of Fernandes against Forest was to prepare for the Arsenal game, where it made more sense to play someone more experienced. And that maybe after the Arsenal game, he would give Alvaro a shot. But deciding to bring Reguilón shows that the manager does not think the youngster is ready yet. It is normal for us, the fans, to prefer players like Fernandes getting a chance. I would also prefer that. But we, the fans, do not have our necks on the line. Erik ten Hag is under pressure to win every single game, and the hesitation to play a young and inexperienced player might not be our preferred option, but it is understandable. But I do hope that we stop seeing Manchester United needing short-term fixes.